Hey everyone, welcome to another video. Today I'm going to take you through my day as I fast. I finished my last meal last night at 8 p.m. and I won't be eating again until tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Now, why am I making this video? The reason that I'm making this video is because there are a lot of people who understand the benefits of intermittent fasting, but at the same time, they choose not to do it because it's difficult. Now, I actually think that's exactly why you should do it, in terms of self-inflicted pain helps dealing with non-self-inflicted pain, but I can get onto that in a different video. Now, the point of this video is for me to show you what someone actually looks and feels like 30 hours into a 36-hour fast, for example. Well, I guess I'd be asleep then, but like 20 hours into a 36-hour fast. So yeah, with that said, I hope you enjoy this video. Okay everyone, so my first hunger wave has just subsided. It's currently not quite 11. I'm walking in my 11 a.m. class right now. And yeah, so the way that this works is hunger comes in waves. Usually they last about 30 minutes or so, and then they subside. Now the way your body actually does that is through hunger hormones that actually run through your spinal column from your gut to your brain that basically say, hey, we're empty, we don't have immediate fuel coming in, go get some more, we don't want to have to burn fat. But in today's day and age, part of the goal of fasting is just that, to burn fat. Running on ketones, cleansing the body, going through autophagy, which I'll talk about in my benefits of fasting video. But so, I feel that hunger feeling for about 30 minutes, be with it, be present with it, and then it subsides. And then I go through my day in a slightly different state. So I'm slightly more calm, running on walking down some stairs, running on ketones as opposed to running exclusively on glycogen, and I feel better. I do, I feel calm, I feel more aware. So yeah, I'll let you know how the rest of this day progresses. So class doesn't start for another 10 minutes. I figured I would take this time to do a little bit of yoga in the park, and I figured I might as well film it while I do it. Hey everyone, so I just got out of class and I realized there's something else I want to talk about, and that's breathing while you're on your fast. So the way that energy metabolism works is that you have anaerobic respiration and aerobic respiration. Now, anaerobic means your body's not going to be using oxygen to create energy, and it's not very efficient with that. That also creates a lot of stress in the body and a lot of toxicity. Aerobic respiration takes oxygen. That's exactly what it takes to do that. Now, fat cells can only be burned through aerobic respiration. So the reason that a lot of people feel like they have low energy when they're not eating is precisely because they're in a stressful state of anaerobic respiration throughout a majority of the day. Now, when fasting, if you breathe more, as I try and do throughout my fasts, one more. Then you find yourself to be a lot calmer. At least I find myself to be a lot calmer. My energy feels more steady. I feel like I could go all day. And as a matter of fact, I really hit this point, kind of like where I'm at right now, where I feel like I could go without food for a very extended period of time. At some point, I'll be looking to do a 3-day fast, even a week-long fast, and at some point in my life, even a month-long fast, like for Ramadan, for instance. But yeah, overall, I just want to keep this brief. Breathing is really important on your fast, and it also helps you burn more fat. Fasting is also a great time to do more deep work. So I just took this hour where I normally would have gone to lunch, meditated, did some breath work, and did a little bit of my own spiritual practice. Now, I find that when I'm fasting, and this is completely experiential, I haven't read anything about this, but when I fast, I go more inward. I find that I'm more self-aware, more reflective, and I have a different perspective on things. I would say a more enlightened perspective on things, and that continues to progress as my fast progresses throughout the day. Figured I'd share that. Now off to microeconomics. So I just got to work. It's 2 o'clock on the Friday. I'm going to be here for the next 2 hours. I don't think anyone's going to show up, so I brought my book for me to annotate, and I'm also going to knock a couple of things off my to-do list. Energy levels are feeling good. I feel fine. I think I'm pretty well into the fasted state at this point, and I haven't gotten hit with another hunger burst yet, so everything's good. So another point worth making came to mind, and that's that there's this difference between wanting to eat and being hungry. So yeah, sure, it's a cold day outside right now, and a hot, thick soup of something, obviously plant-based, would be enjoyable, but it's not that I'm hungry. My body isn't telling me, hey, I need energy. It's my mind or my ego saying, hey, I want to taste something. Now, detaching myself from that allows me to then be able to build that skill and detach from that in other areas of my life. Again, I'll touch more on that in another video, but I just figured I would share that. Another point worth making is that the reason I'm making these videos is not to tell you how to live your life. The reason that I'm making these videos is to share my thoughts, actions, and experiences so that you may understand them in making your own decisions for how to live your life. I offer them to you as a gift, not as a command. Right now I'm on my way to Whole Foods, but I figured I would take this moment to actually talk about walking on a fast. Now, I think that walking is a great thing to do during your fast because it helps promote fluidity within the body. Funny that I'm saying this next to the river, but fluidity is really healthy for the body because it allows things to move. It allows your body to move toxins and ultimately to rid itself of toxins. Your lymphatic system, your circulatory system, your digestive system, your respiratory system, your energetic system, your neuronal or your neural system. All of these things function off of movement. I mean, everything functions off of movement. Everything is constantly in dynamic movement. Now, walking charges the body. It allows me to burn toxins, it allows me to raise my energy levels, and it makes me feel better. In addition, I'll be burning more body fat, which helps on the physical, egoic side of this, which is actually where I originally started my fasting practice. But I am much more interested in the way that it affects my state, both in the short term and in the long term, compounded over time. Alright, it's the end of the day. We've made it. It's 8:30 p.m. I know it's early, but I'm going to be going to bed. Now, the reason that I'm doing this is because I think it's really important to get a lot of sleep and wake up naturally without an alarm after doing a full day fast like I'm doing. As you can see, I'm perfectly fine. I'm over 24 hours into my fast at this point now, and I'm functioning completely off of stored energy. I feel really good. I feel awake, I feel alive, I feel aware, and I'm happy to be around at this moment. I'm happy that you're watching this video. I'll give an update tomorrow morning on how I feel, and I will show me breaking my fast and how I like to do that. In addition, I'd like to make one more point about when you should and shouldn't fast. So, the best way to prep for a fast is to eat a moderately sized, not overly sized, healthy, well-balanced meal, the meal before the day of your fast. That way your body is primed with adequate nutrients and fuel to function optimally, as opposed to an unhealthy meal and then using the fast to correct that mistake. I wouldn't recommend doing that. Do it with the healthy meal. In addition, the first thing I'll be eating, you know what? I'll just mention that in the morning. Have a good night. All right. It's 7:30 a.m. I've been up for about 45 minutes. I've done some meditation, some yoga, some hanging, and I feel really good. I mean, I definitely feel like I haven't eaten anything for 36 hours, but I feel cleansed and I feel connected. Now, I'm not saying that everyone needs to do a 36-hour fast. This is just my way of doing it. Even just pushing off breakfast, just not eating breakfast and pushing it off until your first meal off until, say, noon or 1, or even doing it till dinner, as Brad Pilon and Eat Stop Eat would do, or going for more than that. I know Tim Ferriss likes to do a 3-day fast once a month. So really whatever works. I just wanted to put this video out to show people that you don't have to be reliant on a consistent source of food to have energy to live your life. With that said, now I will be breaking my fast. Drink some warm to hot water right around the temperature you'd like to steep tea at, not quite steaming hot water, in order to sort of open up my esophagus, my gut, just sort of dilate everything and wake it up and let it know that food is coming. Now, there's a reason behind my methodology for how I break my fast. I don't feel very well when I just eat a normal meal right away after my fast. I find I need a steady reintroduction to my gut in order to be able to effectively digest and absorb the food that I will end up eating. Alright, so I've enjoyed my hot water. I can tell, like, I'm feeling hungry, like my stomach is very ready. So now I'm going to eat the first thing that I would normally eat when breaking my fast. Colorado live kimchi with spicy kale. So this is just a probiotic fermented food. You can really go with whatever you want. Some people like sauerkraut, pickled beets, pickled cabbage. I mean, really whatever works. Just make sure that it's some form of probiotic that you're eating. I mean, you could even be taking a probiotic supplement that's just stored in the fridge. I wouldn't recommend one that's stored outside. You want something that's as close to a living probiotic supplement as you can, and these things thrive best in the cold. And something really cool about this product is that they actually, it says it somewhere on here, but what they do is they recycle the vegetable produce from these organic farms that the people cannot normally actually sell for whatever reason. Usually it's just because it's not quite perfect enough to be on a shelf. But so then they recycle that and they get to use this. So then there's no excess water used to produce this product, no excess soil degradation. This is really just a product that comes from sustainability. So because of that, I really enjoy it. As you can see, the weather here in Boulder's pretty crazy. I mean, yesterday I was doing yoga out in the sunshine and the grass, and now I'm out in the snow. Either way, it's beautiful. One more thing I wanted to say before I start walking over to the coffee shop where I'll be having my breakfast, and that's that it's really important to give yourself a little bit of time after eating your probiotic before you eat your regular meal, about 30 minutes. That way they can actually make their way into your small intestine where they thrive before being, well, instead of being really killed by the gastric juice that's released by your stomach when you eat a decent sized meal. So I'm at one of my favorite little places, the Alpine Modern Cafe. I love this place. I come here whenever I can. I actually love breaking my fast here. The meal I get, this quinoa porridge, is amazing. I'll show it to you. So it's quinoa with cinnamon as well as bananas, coconut shavings, pumpkin seeds, and sunflower seeds. I like to eat a meal like this when I'm breaking my fast because it's healthy, well balanced, but digests easily. More easily than, for instance, some of the plant meals that you see me eat in my other vlogs. So that's it, start to finish, 36 hours of fasting, how I get into it, how I feel during it, and how I like to break it. Thanks so much for watching this video. I appreciate you taking the time to do this, and I hope that you've learned something valuable from it. I hope you're able to integrate fasting into your life however you see fit. I think it'll make you feel better, and with that, I hope you have a great day. Peace.